people like my video about why Alita Battle Angel is the forgotten cult classic, how the media refuses to call out, say, admit that Alita Battle Angel is is gonna be a cult classic film, considering how the media has completely criticized Alita throughout through the longest time. I think another movie that has the potential of becoming a cult classic in the future is another massive blockbuster that came out this year, Godzilla King of the Monsters. All we have to do is look at a cult classic film as they explained. Cult classic films have criteria. Film has different criteria. Alita definitely filled out all of that, most of it. Basically, cult films are known for their dedicated past to their fan base, i.e. Godzilla fans, elaborate subcultures that engage in repeated feelings. Alita definitely falls under that. All of the needed criteria to become a cult film as they went over. But Alita was definitely outside the mainstream because the media was saying how bad it was. But some movies, most mainstream films usually fade under the public eye. But for Godzilla fans, Godzilla King of the Monsters will definitely not fade out of their eyes. Godzilla King of the Monsters didn't really do too well in theaters, but look at the fan receptions. Godzilla fans were saying how it was the greatest Godzilla movie ever made, probably besides the original Godzilla movie, which was the first Godzilla movie, and Rotten Tomatoes still won't load. But a cult classic film is usually a movie with a passionate fan base, with the dedicated passionate fan base. And active communal following. Cult audiences tend to gravitate towards the strange and different. They'll decide what they meant over the cultural normal against the cultural normal when it comes to Pacific film or films. Of course, as you all know, I already tagged that Alita is definitely a cult classic film. Alita definitely isn't out of the mainstream as it grossed $400 million. What about other films that had that similar range? Godzilla King of the Monsters comes to mind, is the first film that comes to mind. All we have to do is look at the reviews for Godzilla King of the Monsters. 41% of critics like it, because critics don't like anything that is not Disney, but 83% of people, but then the same people who give Qual an 85 to critics. Even though they're complaining about Godzilla not basically becoming Shakespeare. Okay? But if you look at the audience scores, most of the fans of Godzilla were saying how great it was and how it was the best Godzilla movie ever made. Monsters, that's all you need to know about this movie. A lot of fun and action, blah blah blah. Whereas Godzilla Fleck Way to Go War was there for the visit of Toho, Epic. Kaiju movies are not really popular to begin with. Godzilla is the most popular of the Kaiju series because Godzilla has been around for such a long time. But can Godzilla pass the cult classic test? That's what we'll be telling you guys today. The movie's got all the elements of a cult classic. Movie from a director is definitely a cult classic from the era. Confidence of criteria. I bet once I get the Alita movie, I put the movie does Alita ads for Alita stop appealing. Long-way attempts to small but default fountain. Godzilla fans. Most of the Godzilla movies could be considered called classic. Okay? But this needs to start rather than being a blockbuster from the beginning. But the problem is Godzilla was made to be a blockbuster, which the problem was that it didn't make enough money to become made the movie. Also, as people that is a niche following of people who are extremely passionate about the film, I don't think Godzilla King of the Monsters will become a cult film and the way that Alita Battle Angel has become. Number one, Godzilla is a mainstream blockbuster film, and most people will see it as a mainstream blockbuster film. Yeah, so the fans of Godzilla do love this movie, but it isn't a people. But you're only expecting more Godzilla movies afterwards, as they tease another movie after Godzilla versus King Kong. So we'll confirm begin more movies with Godzilla, and surrounding the MonsterVerse as well, which called classic movies never really get sequel to begin with. That's because something is awards the following day after makes a cult classic considered of odds film that underperformed critically and commercially at box office now recognized as a classic, but to me, it deserves a cult label just because of broader viewer. Godzilla is not going to become a cult classic because Godzilla already has broader appeal because of Godzilla 2014 and stuff like that. Um, so I think Godzilla will be more of a sleeper hit than a cult classic. Okay, Godzilla is not going to become a cult classic. Case closed. Cult classic and a sleeper hit are two different definitions, and that's probably the reason why Godzilla will not become a cult classic. It will probably be a sleeper hit, but not a cult classic because Godzilla fans were always going to go see this movie regardless if it was good or bad. And it's probably mostly the hardcore Godzilla fans that went to go see this movie. And most of the general audience didn't really go to see the movie, which was the problem. So I bet Godzilla King of the Monsters will probably become a super hit for our digital, Blu-ray, and DVD sales as well.